Hey everybody, Flanker here. Today we're going to be taking another look at removing a reactor from a commercial gecko. If you recall on the last stream, Let's Play, I removed it out the bottom. But I had the idea during that removal to take it out the top. I tried it out, and it's a pretty clean method. And I'll show it to y'all here.
Pressure level increasing.
So let's get in here. We're in free play, so there's no pressure. I'm just gonna vent this compartment.
Air pressure level decreasing.
Unlike last time where we first vented fuel lines, this way we don't even have to do it when we're going out the top because we're not gonna cut any fuel lines. So no issue there. First we're gonna go into the crawl space. And again, we're going to prepare this center back outer hull section for removal. We're going to get some quick cuts here with our handy dandy split saw. Same cuts on the split saw, no change there. And it'll be 2 tethers in the end to remove this section of the outer hull. Be careful, of course, around all these fuel pipes, unless you want to have a lot of fun. Okay, now we did get the cut point there. Okay, there should be just a little bit more up top. Yep. Looks like we got one more. There we go. Okay, that's loose. Go out the side here through one of the cells like we usually do. Being careful not to feed the furnace god, although the furnace is hungry and must be fed. Okay, there's our center portion. Tether 1.
Salvage
Tether
secured.
2.
Account credit applied.
And away it goes. Okay. So remember I said we were taking it out the top. There's not too much to get out of the way. Not too much at all. First we got to get this bar out of the way. Although, I'm going to try and demonstrate that without a tether. We should just be able to push it aside. Yeah, we'll take care of that later. No worries. Trying to save tethers for those people who haven't gotten the big tether number upgrades yet. Okay, so we're going to cut the aluminum frame on top. That again is because things get caught on it, and we just want it out of the way. Alright. Once you sting those 4 pieces away, the other 4 pieces can just be removed and launched into the barge. I don't know why they're really barge parts. Figured aluminum would probably go in the furnace, but I don't know. Something. See, whoa, did that part bounce even? That's super interesting. Look, this thing says barge right there in the center of my HUD, and we're gonna watch it as we launch it, and it just bounces. Whoa, weird. Okay, let's get him. Come back here. Reel him in. Okay, let's launch you into the furnace and see what happens. Well, the furnace, of course, is going to burn it up, but didn't say any credits applied. That is strange. Wonder if that's a bug. Might be. Normally, aluminum is a furnace piece, normally. Okay, but anyways, those parts of minor consequence. Okay, so next, we're going to grab the utility keys, which were so intelligently placed in there. And then we're going to go after these panels. Okay, so we've got to remove these. I'll show you why. And they are indeed correctly labeled processor. Let's check that real quick. Oh. Didn't sound. Yep, okay, those are indeed processor parts. So we got to get these because we have this class 1 reactor plate on top. And there's the class 2 reactor. So these are holding the reactor top plate on. You just come in here and unhinge them all real quick. Good to go. Alright, and then we'll take this piece out. Now this, I think this is a true barge piece. So I believe. We'll use a tether on it. You don't have to. You could save this for another time. Let's see. We don't quite have that line that we want. Okay. Cancel that tether. We'll leave it where it is. Okay, so we got the reactor now completely exposed. And what I really recommend, because it's a rather heavy piece, right there says 332 kilograms, is we're going to use one tether to get it up and out. Put it on this dragon teeth up there. Boom, away it goes. Okay, cancel that tether. Put one on the wall. Bring it over there. Excellent. Cancel that tether now that we got a good angle on it. And tether it down into the barge. Great. Okay, there you go. Reactor recovered. And if you remember last time, we got a lot of shattering effects out of it. Now we have precisely nothing shattered in here. So this is a cleaner pull than we did last time even. It costed 3 tethers, so not cheap if you're playing a campaign, but if you're going for a completionist approach, that is about as good as it gets. Ooh, maybe we had one right there. Anyways, not bad. We'll certainly take that. Okay, so that is an even cleaner top reactor pull. The advantage being we didn't have to go after all of these pipes and stuff down here. So next, as a quick bonus, let's take a look at the coolant system right there. Okay, so this coolant system is still active. You can tell because of the blue light there. And this is what I've been working on recently, is how to pull the coolant system, because even with the reactor out, it's a pretty volatile subsystem. So first we're gonna go in and remove the coolant canisters. Showed you all that last time, and that's key to getting those coolant lines empty. So there should be 3 canisters in here. 1, 2, 3. Yep, and you can tell that there were 3 because now it is, there's no more like coolant vapor in there. Okay, now cutting this thing is super weird. I found only one safe place to cut so far, and it's not this wall. For some reason, this wall, if I were to cut it right now, would cause a sort of coolant explosion, right? What I found is back here, there's 2 pieces of pipe. There's this one with the yellow stripes on it. I would not cut that. That usually results in a coolant explosion. And then there's this tinier one in between the ECU and the yellow stripe pipe. So what I find is after you remove the coolant bottles from inside the ECU, you can cut this, and now you have a free-floating ECU. I can demonstrate that a little bit better, but you see it's moving. Okay. Yep, and then surfaces in here that can be cut. If you're looking to cut these pieces of aluminum, the bottom is fair game. We'll do a cut right there, and it is an aluminum frame. You can see the dark blue right there. So that can be stung away to get it looser while keeping these big aluminum panels free. You see on here it says aluminum to the furnace. You know, I don't know what's up with that aluminum that was near the reactor. Some strange labeling on that stuff. Maybe a bug. Okay, so ECU free. Great, great. And remember I said removing the coolant bottles would deactivate or empty the coolant lines. So we're gonna go out in the open in the back and we'll test that. Okay, so you see this blue pipe. Now the lights are off. And we'll make a cut right here to demonstrate that this is safe to cut. Great. Okay. Now, that is it. I'll show you two things, guys, on the way out of this video. First, I discovered, this isn't going to be new to you guys, many of you, but I discovered that you can hold on to stuff, right? With the Z and the X key on the computer. Look, Z does the left hand, and X does the right hand. You can alternate them for a sort of creepy crawly effect. I don't know, it's very unnerving, especially how fast you can go, right? It's kind of like a it's really like a kind of a horror movie kind of movement, if you ask me. Especially because these arms are so unnaturally long. Like, look at that left grab. That arm is way too long. No, how big is this guy? Anyways, what that can be used for is really two things. First, if you're out of fuel, you can use the Z and the X like I was just demonstrating to move around. And then secondly, you can hold on to things while like airlocks are venting. I'll try and demonstrate that here. We'll see if this is pressurized. Yes, this is pressurized. Okay, so air is going to rush out of here and it would normally push me away, but I'm going to put my left hand right there, and then I'm going to press it. Oops. Well, we're not pressing that one now that it's gone. And it blew up. Classic electronics. Classic. Okay, I think none of these seem to be active anymore. What we can do is we can cut it to get the demonstration going. Okay, so X, no, not grab the door. Grab the door frame, boom, there we go. Cut it open. Oop, and, well, we grab this piece of electronic. Alright, so, terrible demonstration. Okay, but you get the idea. That's what that can be used for. Grab the door frame, open it normally, and then you won't rush back. Oh. Whoa. Decompression event there. Nice. Nice, okay, we've made a right mess. Okay. Unlimited health. Unlimited health and free play. It's excellent. Okay, well, I'll demonstrate one thing on the way out here, which is that weird wall next to the ECU. So this right here is the wall that the ECU is behind, and the wall on which the ECU pipe comes out of. So take a look here. You see the ECU is not the biggest part of that room, and it is fairly small, right? So let's do a small cut on this frame, and it should lead to something bad, right? So nothing behind it, really, just empty room. We're gonna do a cut and probably get a coolant event. There you go. Really weird. I don't know if that's a bug. I really don't understand why cutting that part of the aluminum frame would cause a coolant kind of explosion, especially along this entire line, which is like inactive to begin with, right? It doesn't make sense to me. So I'll be submitting this video to the devs just to see if that is a bug. It doesn't seem correct. Maybe I'm doing something weird to begin with, and it's supposed to work that way. Maybe I don't understand what's going on, but that's it, guys. That's all I wanted to show you today. So a cleaner CATII reactor pull, a little bit of explanation of what I know about the ECU system, possibly a bug there, and the creepy crawly effect. Not always useful, but always creepy. Okay, well, hope you enjoyed watching this video, and join me next time for some more exploration of the new Shipbreaker, Hardspace Shipbreaker. Great game that I look forward to seeing more content, more ships out of, and hope you all do too. Catch you next time.